Hello everybody, Randy Adkins here, streaming again. I know that it's been a few days. I did some leveling behind the scenes, so I wasn't going to waste experience. But yeah, I'm going to try, starting a little early tonight obviously, I'm going to try to finish the 5.0 at least MSQ before, by the end of the night, because maintenance is running all day tomorrow, so I won't be able to play then, and then early access starts on Friday. So hopefully I'll at least be done with 5.0 by then. We're gonna give it a try. So here we go. Oh, I forgot my fancy new transition I made. Now here we go. Rando, dost thou see yonder pair of Talos? For a blessing, they were found to be in good repair. Master Chai prepareth to activate them as we speak. With our arcane knowledge, Y'shtolar and I will serve as his assistants. At the appointed hour, we shall imbue the golems with ether. Others, meanwhile, attend to the ladder itself, which hath too long lain neglected. Extensive maintenance will be needed ere it can move again, as well as myriad materials with which to perform it. If thou art willing, we would prevail upon thee to procure lumber. Sure. My thanks, Rando. Directly to the south thou wilt find a dry dock. Venmont Yards. Pray see if thou canst persuade the folk there to part with some lumber for our cause. All right. Into the dry dock. Okay, I have been to the dry dock before for other quests. One of them actually involving, I think, taking wood. Ho there, sinner. I haven't seen you around before. New to Gate Town, I take it. If you need lumber for a shack, you've come to the right place. We can do the building for you too, though that will cost extra. I actually just need wood. You want lumber to restore the ladder? Why in the world would anyone want to do that? If you don't have the coin, least you could do is come up with a believable excuse. But look, I'm not one to turn folk away. I'll give you your lumber if you do me a favor in return. I just finished taking stock of our supply, and was about to do another round for good measure. I want you to do the counting instead, and we'll see if your total matches mine. Now, some of the lumber's lying about the yard, but most of it is kept in the storehouse. For these, you can just ask Grithel for the number. Here, I'll lend you some writing material so you can take notes. Take stock of the supply of the lumber at the shipyard. What you learn can be reviewed in your key items. Okay. It feels like the music is pretty loud, so let me turn that down a little. I think that feels better. So anyway, let's get this wood. You count 11 planks in the stack. There are actually 11 planks in the stack. Nice details, Square. I like it. Taking stock for Irvith, are you? Well, last I counted, we had 68 planks in the storehouse here. 9 of those were rotted through, though, so we tossed them out. Oi, Grithel, another load's just arrived. 13 planks all told, but one's damaged. It's only good for kindling now. Right then, bring the good ones here, and be sure to let Irvith know as well. So, how many planks does that make now? You're writing down those numbers anyway, right? I'm sure you can work it out. Okay. I think I know how many are in the store. Okay, so let me look. Now I see why it said that I can review it in my key items, because okay, so 68 minus 9 is 59. And then there are 12 good ones. So 71 there. So where's the other? Oh, is it up here? All right. Yep, up here. "24 planks. I think I counted 25 there, but I might have counted wrong. I'm not going to count them again. So 24. Oh, jeez. Okay. So 59 and 12 are 71. And 11 are 82. 106. Oh, sorry. Thanks for your help, friend. Taking stock fair puts me to sleep, but it has to be done. As promised, I'll give you your lumber. What do you need it for anyway? Like we're really rebuilding the ladder. You were serious about the ladder? I'll be damned. If that's the case, please let us help with the work. We're shipwrights with no ships to build, only shacks. While it's a living, we all itch to do something greater. This fellow you say is in charge. Do you reckon he'd mind the likes of us barging in on this project? He'd welcome the help. I think he would mind because it's frickin' China's, but wonderful. I'll round up the lads and lasses and we'll head over to the ladder, along with all the lumber you need. Nice. So we got the wood we needed. And just need to head back to China's. Well, technically Urianger, but he's over with China's. Okay. Ah, thou art returned. Wert thou able to procure the lumber? Yep, and some help. Well, well, to secure not only the material, but the eager cooperation of the shipwrights besides. Their expertise shall greatly avail our efforts. Master Chai's own efforts have not been without struggle, but he hath proven himself to be a determined soul. I doubt not but that the work shall be complete ere long, and we may continue our way once more. Though it hath been years in the making, at long last do the people stand united in defiance of the world's fate, their hopes spurring us ever onward towards journey's end. Whatsoever may await us, when thou takest those final steps, I pray that it shall be with a smile upon thy face. I don't know, there's been an awful lot of sadness happening. Urianger is wearing a pensive look. Ah, but prematurely do I give myself to sentimental musings. Many more pressing concerns demand our attention, not the least of which is the matter of how we might reach the mountain, detached from the land as it is. For the present, 'twould appear we have matters here well in hand. Perhaps thou shouldst take thine ease for a time. Thou wilt need every ounce of thy strength for the trials ahead. Oh, my destination is here. Okay, I'm here to take my rest. Oh, I should have talked to everybody. I'm out of practice for this already, and it's only been a couple days.
Would you look at that? The citizens of Yulemore engaging in what can only be described as manual labor. Who would have thought it possible?
I love him. I know that, like, again, I know that he's not supposed to be a good guy, but, like, I like him so much.
Do you know the most reliable way to deal with those who stubbornly refuse to see reason? You conquer them, crush them under heel. Such was the trusted method of Alak, and one still favored by Garlemald. But conquest is the easy part. The true challenge begins once the dust has settled, quenching the glowing embers of animosity and maintaining a semblance of peace. This requires the conqueror to treat the conquered with dignity, and the conquered to let bygones be bygones, a difficult feat to achieve. But you have achieved just that, to my considerable surprise. It's a compliment. Take it.
Oh, it's time.
Ah, the vibrant energy that fills the air when like-minded souls gather. To think back on that time before time, fair brings a tear to the eye. What? You thought ancient beings like us incapable of crying? Well, rest assured that if your heart can be broken, then so can mine. Back when the world was whole, we had family, friends, loves. Men knew peace and contentment, and with our adamant souls, we could live for an age. There was no conflict born of want or disparity. Our differences paled into insignificance next to all we had in common. And then there was Amarant. Never was a city more magnificent. From the humblest streets to the highest spires, she fairly gleamed.
Now that's a name I've heard before. You know, when finding things out that I'm not supposed to know yet.
Not that you would remember any of this. Never mind. The point is, the world of old was a far better place than what we have now. I believe you would like it, having witnessed the things you have. Remember, you are of the Source. Unlike the half-men here, you stand only to gain. Should you survive the remaining calamities, you will become our equal, a complete existence in a complete world.
But, like, I can't even say but at what cost, because literally we know the cost. All the other shards.
But such talk is a pleasure for later. Back to work, hero. Ah, there was one thing I had meant to ask. How well do you know the Exarch? Has he ever deigned to show you what hides beneath the cowl? What? Never? Even to you? How very interesting. I shall enjoy working out what it means. Until next time.
That wave.
Oh, I knew you could do it, dearest. I never doubted you for a moment.
I love her. She's precious.
It's alive. I don't know if you remember, but when we first met in this world, I was all but spent. I never thought to wonder why until now. I think it all just got to be too much. The guilt of causing the flood. Knowing everyone hated me. But the worst thing was the solitude. Time wears you down, aye. But solitude eats away at you. It was this close to finishing me off. But as bad as it got, and as empty as I felt, I can't even begin to imagine what it must be like for Emmett Selk. All of which is a long way of saying, don't make a choice that leaves you alone. Nothing is worth that. Especially not eternity.
Glad tidings, my friend. The ladder lives again.
Why does Ardbert make me cry every time?
The three of us have been invited to do the honors. Are you up for it? Of course, if you're worried that the whole thing might come crashing down, we can always find someone else. That's the spirit. Come on then.
I mean, like, Emmett Selk almost made me
We
cry.
rode the ladder too,
Ardbert
my comrades and I. Once upon a time. Watched the horizon grow, and the town shrink below us. Awed and terrified in equal measure, we ascended without a word, the silence broken only by the rhythm of the gears. No one but me remembers that day. Remembers our journey and our end. Retread the path. Seek, and you may yet find.
And here we finally are, at top rung. The others should arrive ere long. Alfino, Rando, come up here. There's something you need to see. What could this be about? Oh, observation deck. Oh. There's evil ones again. Like, it's a little annoying that we have to keep fixing these things, and then there's just like, you know, other ones running around loose. Oh, this is a view. It's 20. Vista Record, the ladder. This enormous mechanism facilitates travel between Calusia's lowlands and highlands. Its gears once driven by the tireless Talos of Daedalus stoneworks, the apparatus fell into disrepair after said company retired its operations in the region, a development which all but halted trade with the Highland dwarves. Where did she go? Oh, over here. Okay. That appears to be a village. Well, yeah, and there's a town over there. I can see the etherite from here. There's a village, Rando, over to the northeast. So there is, yet after 2 decades without the ladder in operation, I would not be surprised if such an isolated settlement had long since been left abandoned. Nor I, but that was before I spied someone leave it and proceed to head in our direction, all the while trying to remain unseen. Whoever this mysterious person is, they should still be out there. Go on and take a look, Rando. Oh. Zoom in minigame. Got you. Well, he's gone back to the village. Oh, dang it, I missed that. I'm curious, I must admit, and I dare say we have a bit of time ere the others ascend. It's settled then. Let's head to the village and see if it's indeed inhabited. Okay, so the first one that I accidentally clicked through was Alize saying, "There's someone, right? And they were spying on us. Personally, I don't feel comfortable not knowing who they are. What do you say we investigate?" And then Alfino said he's curious, and then we're gonna go find the person. I could have sworn I heard a noise. Where'd Alfino go? Alfino? Oh, over here. The crates and barrels are laden with unknown contents. Okay. Thanks, I guess. Knock, knock. You hear faint sounds from inside the building. However, the door refuses to budge. Food has been hung out to dry in the sun, and quite recently, by your reckoning. Ah. Half-empty cup. The cups are half empty, or half full, depending on how you see things. Behind the counter, a kettle bubbles steadily over the stove. What news, Rando? Were you able to find anything of note? People are definitely still living here. Indeed. But why there's... Indeed, while there's no one to be seen, 'tis plain that the village is anything but abandoned. If the villagers are trying to conceal themselves, they are doing a rather poor job of it. But if they don't wish to be seen, what are we to do? I say, aren't you the ones who saved my life? It's the artist guy! I bet it's the artist guy. You're Tristal, the artist from Yulmore. You remembered. Ever since we parted ways, I've worried for you. Bound for the city as you were, never did I imagine that we would meet again, and here, of all places. We could say the same thing to you, my friend. I'm glad to see you're hale and whole, but tell me, what is this village? This is Amity, a settlement made of those who survived being exiled from Yulmore. As I wandered the wilds, I chanced to cross paths with an inhabitant of these parts. He took me through a secret tunnel which led to the top of Bright Cliff. I've been here ever since. Life is hard, but we know a semblance of peace. Well, we did at any rate, until Mount Gulg broke away from the earth. Then just as suddenly, the ladder started moving again. And you feared whoever was coming up would threaten your lives. Aye. But I see now there's no cause for concern. Will you tell me what has brought you here? Well, you mentioned it, Mount Gulg. So Vorthry's a sin-eater, and he's fled to Mount Gulg. 'Tis a strange tale, but I have no reason to doubt your words. I owe you my life. If there is anything I can do to help, you need but say the word. Your help would be most welcome, Tristal. To begin with, we request your people's permission to reconnoiter the area. If we are to confront Vorthry, we must find a way to reach Mount Gulg. Of course, you hardly need our permission to be here. I will tell the others about you and yours. Now, we haven't much to offer in the way of hospitality, but our village is at your disposal. Please use it as you see fit in your quest. Alice is eager to get on with the task. Yet another hapless soul that Alphino saved from mortal danger, I see. Some things never change. At any rate, it seems that brother has a mind to linger. Meanwhile, I have a mind for us to explore. Rando and I are going to scout the area. We'll be back in a while. Oh? Very well then. Just take care out there. Right. Oh. Oh, I don't have... That's interesting. I don't have... no, it's here. I don't have this on my bar on my Dragoon. Almost forgot. I still need to get the rest of my ether currents up here. Oh, there it is. Jeez. I have a feeling this is probably right on the edge of the cliff. There it is. It's not right on the edge of the cliff, but... West. So this one is likely on the other side of... Yeah, on the other side of that. The ladder. Or top rung, I guess it's called. No, it's right. Literally right in front of me. See, I thought I missed one down there. Oh, I wonder if it's out here. That's a possibility. Or I suppose up here. How far? Yeah, it's gotta be up here. Oh, hello? Oh, is it not up here? Oh, is it down there? Oh, apparently it's down there. Haven't I been on this beach already? I'm pretty sure this is where I saved Tristal. There it is. No, I don't. I mean, maybe over there. See, I thought I was missing one from down here somewhere because I figured that it was probably like half and half. Yeah. Now the rest of them are up on top of the ladder. Okay. Back to top run. A 1,000 yalms east. Alright, how much further? It's still 803 yalms. I guess I didn't realize this upper cliff was this long. That there was, you know, as much. I guess there is. Is that another town? Is that a bridge down there? Yep, still going. How many more do I have left? 2. 2 out in the world, 3 quests. Excuse me, sir. Rude. Oh, is this dwarves? It is. It's still really funny to me that Lalafell are a beast tribe in the first. Oh, it's up there. Okay, well, how do I get up there? Okay, it's right here. And there's one more. To go around, I guess. That's how I got up there. I mean, it can't be under here, right? Oh, this way. This looks like it leads, yep, out. There's the last one. Yay, so now I just have 3 quests. Probably about the same amount of time. I was considering teleporting to right and riding up to the ladder, but it's going to be about the same amount of time to get to Alizé. either that way or just going from here. All right, so here we go. The path diverges. Let's split up so we can cover more ground. I'll go east if you would be so kind as to head west. We can aim to meet at the foot of the mountain, taking note of what we see along the way. In a short while then. Okay, so I'm going this way. Oh, here's my destination, and it's purple, which means I'm gonna fight something. It appears as though I am making my way toward that town. Like going past the town, which is interesting. It's important to stay hydrated.
You're a sight for sore eyes. I don't know about you, but I bumped into quite a few sin eaters out there.
Mm-hmm. But only when I stopped and looked
then.
around.
It seems the closer we get to Mount Gulg, the more of them there are. Looks a lot bigger from here, doesn't it? If I were Vorthri, the first thing I'd do is surround myself with as many sin eaters as I could lay my hands on. And judging by the number we've already faced, his lordship is of the same mind. This is going to be a tough climb. But first things first. We need to determine if climbing is even an option. The more I look, the less likely it seems. Y'shtola is right to be worried. But flying may be our only choice after all.
There you are. Master Alphino was afeard you had met with some misfortune.
Those were Magitech bits.
Urianger. And you too, Exarch. What brings you here?
I wish to observe the final struggle with my own eyes. I arrived at bottom rung too late to accompany you, but I was in time to join Urianger and the others. Come, let us see how this unfolds.
Well, it seems flying is off the table.
If we have learned that much, then the Machina have served their purpose.
Ah, so that's what they were for. Wasteful, but effective.
It would seem our foe will not be reached by land or air. We must needs withdraw to consider another course.
By sea.
Master Alphino waiteth for us at top rung. Thither should we make our way.
Like, are we ignoring the fact that there's a town, like, right here? Like, there's a whole town. It's dwarves again. I don't suppose. Gemstone trader. Will you actually trade with me yet? That's unfortunate. I'm tired of riding slow. So Alphino's at bottom rung, or top rung. That's one of the guardian things that we fought at that Alagon arc in Alamigo. Like before we go up to it for that cutscene. Hello, everyone. Okay. I'm told you went ahead to scout the volcano. I don't suppose some grappling hooks will suffice. Unfortunately not. All that grinding and shaking. I was afraid the lift floor would fall out from underneath me. Oh. I didn't read the second part. But don't worry. I'm sure the trembling will go away soon. Aw. Poor Reen. Soon after you left, who should arrive in Amity but Urianger and the Exarch? I'm glad they were able to find you. Forgive us our delay. The Exarch arrived and we took some time to apprise him of the situation. Apprise him of our mission. Maybe if I read the actual words. Thus we are all gathered. Though Reen, I am afeard, did not much enjoy the ascent. Concerned for my health, are you? Indeed, we are a little far from the Crystarium, but rest assured, this old man can muster up another wind for what's to come. I didn't expect to see the Chais here, though I suppose it's well within their rights. Are the Chais here? Oh, I should have talked to Dulia. I love her. She's wonderful. At any rate, it's time to tackle our next little obstacle, finding a way to reach Mount Gulg. For this, we'll need to put our heads together. Okay, I have to go talk to the Chais. Don't mind us, just taking in the sights. Ah, such an exhilarating ride, and such a magnificent view. Nothing in Yulmore compares to this. I love her. She's a gem and a peach. A peachy jam. Alize would share the findings of your scouting mission with everyone.
In short, there's no path, and the sky is thick with Vorthri's winged devils.
We might consider Amaro. But without extensive training, we cannot hope to contend with the Eaters. Yulmore's airship fleet, meanwhile, consists solely of transport vessels ill-suited for battle. And without the expertise of one such as Cid, we are in no position to attempt to refit.
Yeah, in this case, the barrier that Cid would need to get us through is a barrier of Sin Eaters.
Frustrating! That wretched mountain should jolly well come back down to us!
Now, dearest, we mustn't disturb these good people at their work. We've ridden the ladder and seen the sights. It's past time we took our leave.
The lady may well have the right of it. Mount Gulg will not soon come down to Earth, nor can we compel it to do so. But if the mountain will not come to the land, mayhap the land may be made to come to the mountain. In the form of a Talos. A Talos large enough to reach out and take the volcano in its grasp.
Where are you gonna get one of those?
To
build such a golem would be an onerous undertaking indeed, yet the principle seemeth sound in itself.
Boulder Dash! No one has ever made one even half that size. Leaving aside the small matter of logistics, which, by the way, would be no small matter, the design would be unimaginably complex. Though, I suppose, if its only function is to cling to the ruddy mountain, perhaps it needn't be. A solid base, firmly rooted to the ground, sacrifice mobility to simplify the construction, reducing materials required. Wait, what am I thinking? We would still need a veritable army of people to do the work. Left to the crew that helped down below, it would take decades, if not a nice round century.
So we need more hands. And what sort of things would these hands be required to do?
Well, let's see. First, we need people to procure the stone for the chassis. The rock found near the mountain would suit our purposes well enough. It'd be a simple task to quarry the stuff, but given the stupendous quantity required, we'd need all the help we can get.
The miners in Amarang.
We have friends amongst the miners of Amarang. I will go and petition their aid.
While you do that, I'll make for Mordsuk. I'm sure I'll be able to drum up some support.
Then I shall return to Calusia.
Alpha, no, we're still in Calusia.
From fishers to carpenters, Yulmore is home to all manner of talented folk. I dare say their skills will avail us.
Is there anything else you need?
Well, yes, actually. Magic. Lots of the stuff, as much as possible. To awaken a talus of this size would require an entire congregation of mages.
Many among the Knights Blessed are gifted in the arcane arts. I will recruit them to our cause.
The Fey folk, too, possess surpassing aptitude in magics. Yet they are not wont to cooperate in the endeavors of men. Leastwise, not without making all manner of mischief.
But I know their king.
That being the case, I would instead call upon the people of the Crystarium. With thy permission, Exarch.
Well, we're not going to go for the Fae.
We are at your disposal, as are our Amaro and Chocobos.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me you can call on not only the people of Yulmore and the Crystarium, but the Knights Blessed and the Maud, and even those miners?
Well, yeah.
But that's just about everyone in Ballynorvrand. Who are you people? And how did you come to have so many friends?
The artist Alphino and his assistants.
Oh, dearest, have you forgotten already? Alphino told us that when we first met.
Actually, that may not have been... Never mind.
Oh, I love it.
So, as you can see, you will not want for bodies. I trust you will have your design ready in good time for their arrival. Norvrant is counting on you, heir to Daedalus Stoneworks.
We'll be back as soon as we can, and we'll bring the whole world with us.
I take it we will be assisting Master Chai, though I am quite sure he has everything under control.
Like, I love that because of her body shape, Dulia is doing Lalafell emotes. Yeah. When he asked for my hand, my husband promised that he would one day build a Talos that could take us to the very heavens, and now he'll do it. Have the design ready, she says. In good time, she says. Does she even understand what's involved? Before I can even attempt to design anything, I need intimate knowledge of the land. The knowledge of the locals. Last I heard, no one lives here. Well, actually, there's a village, and, what? A village of Yulmoran exiles? But those people have every reason to loathe a free citizen like me. They couldn't possibly be willing to cooperate. This will never work. Never. I never should have fixed that ruddy lift. Never should have ridden it up here. Never should have. Oh, Dulia. Come get your man. Oh dear, darling appears to have lost the plot. Oh, indeed. He appears to have lost the plot. But he has it in him, Rando. He's the cleverest man I know. He just wants for confidence sometimes. If you were to give him some words of encouragement, I'm sure he can give you your Talos. A bit of advice I learned from his mother. He responds poorly to obvious praise. You'll need to find another way to stoke his fires of motivation. Awaken a sense of daring. Choose words that will best encourage China's. In order to succeed, you must lift his spirit sufficiently during the conversation. Oh, this is fun. Duty commenced. Chinese is plagued with self-doubt. I can't do it. No one can. A Talos of that size, no one's even dreamed of it. I mean, this is true. Alpha no one struggled to collect firewood. He did, but he's such a capable lad, brimming with confidence. Suppose even the most capable among us have struggles to overcome. Still harbor some misgivings. But regardless of my own feelings, I can't do a damn thing without help from those villagers, and they're not valley likely to give it. Tristle's among them, you said so yourself. Lest you've forgotten, we essentially sent him to his death. Even if the others don't bear a personal grudge, he would never forgive us. You won't know until you apologize. I'll go with you. If you were there too, but perhaps he'd be more willing to accept an apology. Wait, what am I thinking? Relying on others to fight my battles? It's disgraceful. It's disgraceful is what it is, and it might even make things worse. In the end, it's not even a question of forgiveness. Building such an enormous Talos is impossible, and no amount of contrition will change that. And even if by some miracle the people of Amity are willing to let bygones be bygones, they'd think that plan is absurd. I think it's absurd. Yeah, I mean... Well, you can't argue with that logic. Enormous as the task is, it's simply a matter of finding a solution to a practical problem. But that perspective, it's not entirely unrealistic. Ugh. But realistic or no, there's no guarantee of success. There are risks to consider should the venture fail. Aye, imagine for a moment that we failed to reach Volturi and only succeed in provoking him. And in his fury, he may well unleash his hordes of eaters and will meet a horrible end. I'll protect you. I'll protect everyone. I see what you did there. That's how you win over the masses, with that irrepressible aura of dependability. But very well, you've made your conviction clear, and I'm assured in spite of myself. I won't let my fears get the better of me. It's unseemly, if nothing else. Feeling somewhat optimistic. Still, I find it astounding that you can have such certainty given the circumstances. Tell me, why did you throw yourself into the midst of such a grueling struggle? Protect those I love. Indeed, what else could compel us to face such dangers? I too have someone I wish to protect, with whom I want to live out my days in peace. Jonas is burning with motivation. I love that. I love that it did duty commenced. Yes, by the gods, I can do this. I just need to have a little faith in myself. Right, let's head to Amity and speak with the villagers. With Tristal. My love, things are liable to become more dangerous. I want you to wait for me back in Yulmore. No, wherever you go, I'm going too. Besides, you're not the only one who has to apologize. But there's no telling what may happen to you out there. I don't know if I can keep you safe. But perhaps this was a bad idea. I don't know if I have what it takes. Master Chai, you are beset with doubt is proof that you can envision the task ahead. And that which man can envision, he can make reality. Thus did some old friends of mine once say. Even should it be a feat fit for the divine, if something has been done before, then it most assuredly can be done again by your own hands. That's a little idealistic, don't you think? Perhaps, Master Chai, perhaps. But what is man if not an idealistic creature? 'Tis not an easy thing to achieve one's dreams. My friends can attest to that. Countless times did they meet with frustration in the course of their endeavors. None would have found fault with them had they given up, yet they never did. One step after the next, they forged on towards their goals. And for their determination, they accomplished numerous feats that many believed lay beyond the reach of mankind. Like them, you are a man of science. Amidst your doubts, surely there is a spark of desire, the desire to make the impossible possible. along, darling. Like the old days, I would be the first to see your Talos. And you shall be, my dear. I would have none other at my side when my greatest masterpiece awakens. Right then, to Amity. I am glad my words struck a chord. Shall we? If I just go over here a bit. I guess I didn't notice that there's all this here. You have every right to be angry with us, but please listen to what I have to say. I am tasked with delivering these people to Mount Gulg by means of a Talos of heretofore unseen proportions. However, I cannot do this without the cooperation of those with intimate knowledge of this land. That is, you and your fellow villagers. Cooperation? After you ignored my desperate pleas and cast me out, you have the gall to come here and ask for my cooperation? You've every right to be upset. Vorthry's not the one to blame for your suffering. We are. We were free citizens without a care in the world, indifferent to the hardship of others. We didn't know what would become of you, and frankly, we didn't care. But we know now that what we did to you, to full many, was wrong, terribly wrong. No words will suffice to make amends, but I want you to know that we are deeply sorry. Not sure how I feel. Should I forgive you, hate you? Perhaps it's not even my place to judge. After all, I sought a place in your city. I wanted to be you once. But one thing is clear to me. All of that is in the past. We mustn't let past wrongs stand in the way of a brighter future. And so, I will cooperate with you. Please see our friends to Mount Gulg. You have my word. I'll set to work on the design at once. Wouldn't do to have nothing to show the others when they return with help. Make no mistake, this venture is unprecedented in the history of Talos building, nay, the history of all mankind. But rest assured, this genius of Daedalus Stoneworks will deliver. Ah, wicked white! Is there a problem? Well, you see, I've been promised people to procure the stone as well as imbue magic. When I was put on the spot earlier, I thought that was all we required. But I forgot about one rather important item needed to bring a Talos to life. The heart? That's right, the heart. I'm pleased to see that you have some familiarity with Talos. So, while I work on the design, I'd be much obliged if you could see to procuring the ore with which to fashion a heart. A heart suitable to bring to life a Talos that shall embrace the very firmament. I'm glad Tristal was willing to lend us an ear. It's a small step, but I pray this will pave the way for reconciliation. Ideally, the Talos heart should be made from ore found in the self-same region as the stone for the chassis. Let's see what Tristal can tell us. A quest for the Talos' heart. This presents an unexpected opportunity. Tristal knows people who may be able to assist in your search for ore. If you seek material for the Talos' heart, I know people who may be able to assist. They are the Tholls, a dwarven family that have long mined this land. No one knows its bounty as well as they. If you explain your situation, I'm sure they would be willing to cooperate. Indeed, 'twas one of them that showed me the secret tunnel to the top of the cliff. You will find the Tholls in their village to the northwest, a place called Tomra. When you arrive, seek an audience with Chief Zamot, and do not forget to greet them with a hearty lolly-ho. Permit me to join you, Rando. I would keep my joints limber, and mayhap I can provide some manner of assistance. I'll leave the heart to the two of you then. The variety of ore doesn't matter so long as it's rich with ether. I'll aim to have my design complete by your return. Okay. Let's lolly-ho. How much will it cost to just teleport there? See, I already got the etherite. China's voice kills my throat though. They like statues of themselves, don't they? So this is Tomra. Seldom do we see the dwarven folk at the Crystarium. To now be in the presence of so many, I should enjoy not having to crane my neck for a change. Lolly-ho! Lolly-ho? What sorry excuse for a greeting was that? Where's your heart, lad? Your stones? Come, let's try it again. Lolly-ho! Lolly ho! Lolly ho! Lolly ho! Not bad, not bad. But there's room for improvement. Any road, now that we've observed common courtesy, who are you and what are you doing here? Oh, wait, doing. That means this is probably... I mean, then they're dwarves. I wonder if they're supposed to be Scottish. My Scottish is not good. At the recommendation of the denizens of Amity, we have come to seek the aid of the Thol family. May we speak with Chief Zammot? Why, yes, you may. I am Zammot, and I bid you welcome to Tumra. If it's the folk of Amity what sent you here, you must have quite a tale to tell. Come, let's hear it. Yeah, like, I'm gonna keep changing his voice, because I want it to be high, because he's little, but I also need to try to be Scottish, because he's apparently a Scottish dwarf, because all dwarves are Scottish. Well, well, and I thought those below had no fight left in 'em. Having said that, it's not like we know how to deal with that floating volcano and all them sin eaters neither. If you're serious about restoring peace to these parts, though, we'll gladly lend you a hand. However, the kind of ore you seek's precious to us too. If I let you have it, only for you to bungle things up and squander it, like no amount of ale will wash away my chagrin. First, I need you to make sure you're worthy, by means of a trial. Aye, a trial most tricksy, passed down through the line of Thol. And what is this trial? Come with me and I'll tell you all. Can I talk to you yet? No. Listen well. As you know, we're a mining folk, and in the mining life, danger's a constant companion. So when we come of age, each of us must prove our readiness to take to the mines. This we do by undertaking a trial what tests the 3 traits of all good miners. All good miners can't do without: discernment, diligence, and dexterity. Oh god. We call it 3D Mine Runner. Now, look on my helm. Mark its features well. You'll be given a slingshot, which you must use to shoot dwarves as wear helms that are different. Okay. Okay, green with gold horns and 2 feathers. Going as I'm looking to the right. I've already made the necessary arrangements. When you're ready to take the trial, report to the observer nearby. Best of luck to you. Hmm? Lolly ho! You must be the challenger the chief mentioned. I'll show you to the rooftop at once. It's Irish. I think. I don't know. I'm bad at non-standardy accents. As I'm sure you've been told, in 3D Mindrunner you'll use a slingshot to shoot them as wear the wrong helm. Let's begin with a spot of practice, eh? Search for the door finding the wrong type of helm. So it's the zoom in game again. Okay. Aye, that's the way. Next time, it's the trial for true. Let me know when you're ready, eh? Ready for the trial? Right this way, then. This time, there'll be them as wear the right helm. You shoot them, you fail, so look carefully before you let stone fly. Yes, search for the dwarf wearing the chief's helm. Oh, I just won? That was... Okay, I thought it was going to be several of them. Well done, well done. The trial never lies. You've got what it takes to be a miner. Run along back to the chief now. And get on with putting an end to all this strangeness of late. That was some impressive shooting, lad. Consider me satisfied. Aye, 'tis plain you didn't come this far with luck alone, so I'll place my faith in you and help you find the ore you seek. Good. Zamat has ore on his mind. Did you know that Colossia is rich in sulfur? Well, it is. We've been mining the stuff since ancient times, and every so often the self-same veins yield what's called Earthseed, a rare ore steeped in magic. Time was, we used to refine the Earthseed for this and that, but the technique's been lost. The stuff's been out there to be had, though, provided you know where to look. And no place is surer than Durgar's Tool. Problem is, the site's occupied with our age-old rivals, the Gogs. Greedy sods claim the place is theirs, and refuse to let any other bugger near. Oh, there never was a more odious lot than them Gogs. I could go on forever about those hornless whoresuns. But then we'd be here forever, and that won't get us nowhere. What it boils down to is this. If you want the Earthseed, you've got to deal with the Gogs. Reckon you're up to the challenge? We've dealt with far worse. I am sure we can find a way to obtain what we need. Now that's the spirit. Now to help you find your way, I'll have one of ours go with you. I'll do it. I'll go with them. You, Corrit? Couldn't help overhearing. I know the Eaters had flocked to Mount Gulg, but I didn't know why. To think the last Light Warden's hiding up there. The fate of Colossia, no, the world hangs in the balance. If I can be of some help, then I want to do my part. Your zeal is commendable, lad, but it ain't so simple. This here's Corrit. Young as he is, he's one of the village's finest miners. The lad's got an uncanny sense of where to dig, and his aim with a pickaxe is as true as any dwarf's. But put him in the thick of battle, and he couldn't hit the side of a minecart if he was sitting in it. If all he needed was to dig, he'd be your dwarf, but he's liable to become a Sin Eater's breakfast before he can even manage a swing. It's true, I'm hopeless in a fight, but I still want to try. Please let me go with you. I'll take care of you, you take care of the ore. Oh, thank you so much. I'll try my best not to be a burden. If you want to take Corrit, far be it from me to stop you. Keep him safe though, will you? Of course. We'll most assuredly encounter Sin Eaters along the way. Though, with you in our company, there will be more of a spectacle than a concern. Oh. The Durgar's tool lies in a cave to the east. I'm ready when you are. Let's give this a try. We'll keep to the road and head east. I'm in your hands. Seems we have a fair distance to cover. Be on your guard for Sin Eaters. Speak of the devils. Amazing! You two are really strong. It may interest you to know that Rando is a great hero in the land where whence he hails. Have some story. Oh, you must have some stories to tell, Rando. Oh, like that's what they're talking too fast for me to read. Phew, I don't know much about fighting, but you two make a great team. Rando is a team unto himself. I merely follow his lead. Well, it looks like you've been doing this for years to me. Is that so? I shall take that as a compliment. Did I say something wrong? Did I say the wrong thing? Not at all. Your words are most heartening. Indeed, I feel like a young man again. You talk as if you're old. How long have you two known each other anyway? Well... Ah, there's even more of them. Hurry, this way. How much farther till the cave? Not far, it's just past this rise. Ah, I believe I see it. Ah, again? Here's we're surrounded. Dude, I'm gonna need more than a regen. Right. No, 'tis done. Let's press on. Right. Wah! Just as we're about to get there. One last push then, shall we, Rando? Okay. What? Have a quick Nostron, I suppose. What, more? 'Twas a near thing in the end, but what matters is that we pulled through. Well fought, my friend. We're alive! We're alive! Let's hurry inside before any more Sin Eaters come. Korrit is eager to step into the relative safety of the cave. Right now, follow me, please. I will take you to Durgar's tool, where the purest sulfur in the land may be found. Yeah, I have a feeling. No, it's, yeah, I would say I have a feeling it's up by where that ether current was, where the hot springs are. Yeah, it is. Where are they now? If the terrain and stench are any indication, we are at the tool. Ah, there. The Gogs, with their ugly, unkempt beards. If they realize we're here, they'll come after us. Best to take them down first. Be not so hasty, Korrit. The animosity between your two clans notwithstanding, I would not resort to violence unless necessary. I will use an enchantment to render you invisible. It will not fool Sin Eaters, but it will suffice to hide you from the eyes of men. While you are thus concealed, do you think that you could find us an Earthseed? Aye, I'll dig up the choicest stuff there is. We would be much obliged. Without further ado, then. Ha! I can see straight through. I can see straight through me. Right, a digging we will go. Let us not be idle either. Though Korrit cannot be seen, he may still be heard. I would aid him by removing some few Gogs from the field. To that end, Dream Powder. As you may recall, we used it to rescue the mission at Laxon Loft. We used it in Yulmore also. Truly, seems our alchemists got a little carried away with the latest batch. But if it has been useful in our endeavors, then I have no cause to complain. Now then, I shall make you invisible as well, that you might steal close to the dwarves and give them a dose of dream powder. Even should it fail to put them to sleep outright, it should render them drowsy enough to seek their beds. Say the word, and I will cast the enchantment. Yeah, baby, let's go. Ready to begin? Very good. Should the enchantment fade before you finish tending to all the dwarves, return to me and I will cast it anew. I can barely keep my eyes open. Time to call it a day. Over there. Sleep. All work and no ale makes something to something, and I'm spent. Alright, one last... This is an interesting order. Oh. Have some dream powder. Sleep. So drowsy. Not safe to work when drowsy. Better get some rest. All the dwarves have taken their leave. Good work, my friend. We have done all that we can. Let us await Korot's return. I'm back! This is the purest stuff there is. Think it's enough, or shall I go and dig up some more? I dare say it will suffice for our purposes. You have our gratitude, Korot. Let us carry this back to... Are you all right? Worry not, I shall be fine. Long as I've been away from the Crystarium, a little weakness is to be expected. I may have also overexerted myself in the moment. To have this rare opportunity yet be unable to enjoy it to the full. Who goes there? That's Glag, Chief of the Gogs. You're one of the Thulls. I see. Word was our miners were coming back drowsy, one after the next. I immediately suspected foul play. What should I find here but Thull scum skulking about? It's a spineless act befitting your limp beards. What? I won't stand for that insult. Our beards are soft and luscious and smell like freshly tapped ale. Gog beards are dry and crusty and smell like a knocker's arse. Impudent whelp. Better a hobgoblin's nose hairs than the feeble, floppy things you Thulls have hanging from your faces. Like oil and water. This is not like to end of its own accord. Rando, do you perchance have some dream powder left? Enough to put an end to this. Then let us put it to use and be on our way. Though something tells me we've not seen the last of their bickering. Forgive me, Corrit, but we need you to be calm as well. I'm sorry. It's just, when it comes to the Gogs, I can't help but see red. You needn't apologize, my friend. You are here on our account, and we have naught but gratitude for you. Now that we have what we came for, however, it's time to take our leave. The Talos awaits its heart. I'm glad I could be of help. If you need more Earthseed, just let me know. Luxark has efficiency on his mind. Well, my friend, much as I have enjoyed our time together, I think it best we split up, that we might accomplish our tasks more swiftly. I shall see the Earthseed safely to the hands of Chai Nuz. While I am thus employed, would you be so good as to deliver Corrit back to Tomra? Leave it to me. My thanks, Rando. Brief though it was, 'twas an honor to go adventuring with you. I shall see you back in Amity. Oh, is he like actually back there? Yeah. Oh, I see. I see Ether current quests. Let's go to Tomra. How many do I need? 3 quests. There are 2 because the other one is part of the main story quest. Blah. But does this mean that I can talk to... Oh, it does, because there's an unlock above him. Lolly ho! Can I interest you in some dwarven crafts? Other Clusian fineries? It'll only cost you a few bicolor gemstones. Yes, give me that writing mat, baby. Oh, I forgot. Well, I'll do that when I go back to town. No rumor has it, the dwarves of Comra. Right, Tizzy. You heard the latest rumor out of Comra? The strangest find in recent memory, though actual details as to what said find actually is have yet to emerge. If you do happen to come into any juicy tidbits, I'd be keen to hear them. The suspense is killing me here. And Biot. Yeah. Actually, hold on. That's not... Hold on. I thought that... I didn't even pay attention. I thought that... I just automatically thought that was an Ether current quest. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna do that right now. Oh, I can't abandon that one because I'm in the middle of this one. Let me accept this. Well, scuff up my helm. If it ain't the traveler what we've been hearing about. And the elders had more than a few things to say. I'd best be giving you a proper welcome then, eh? Lally ho! Lally ho! That's what I like to see. A lally ho straight from the heart. I only wish my own boy would put a bit more effort into his lollies and his hoes. No comment. He's always busy filling with his damn automata. No time for swapping words with the folk of flesh and blood. Every dwarf knows that a lolly ho gets a lolly ho, or you're asking to become an outcast. Mother does worry, she does. And that's only the half of it. I know it's just a stage old lads go through, but the little bugger has to argue with every word I say. Oh, I've just had the most clever idea. He'll not listen to me or the other villagers, but maybe, just maybe, curiosity for a stranger will win out that sour attitude of his. Worth a try, don't you think? Please, befriend my son, run it. Just get him used to giving a proper greeting. That's all I ask. And I tell you, he really is a marvel with automata. If you end up getting along, he might even show you a few of his stranger contraptions. Okay, so this I can abandon, so I'm not doing Yoruha yet. Okay. Run it. Look, we've got a visitor. Why don't you say hello? Who are you then? What? What? You got something to say to me? Lolly ho. Oh, you know our greeting. Lolly. Oh, run it, my lad. Oh, run it, my lad. You can do better than that. Head up, eyes front. No need to be shy. I'm not being shy. I'm stoic. Yes, dear, if you say so. Now, Ronnie, is everything else alright? You seem to be looking for something. Oh, it's just... I mean, I sorta lost my hammer. I can get rid of that. You what? Of all the irresponsible, careless, foolish... Ronet's hammer has been in the family for generations. It's a priceless heirloom that once belonged to Watts, the blacksmith of legend himself. Well, what are you standing around for, boy? Find that hammer. We will do what we can to help. Right, why don't you have a chat with some villagers for me and ask if they've seen Ronet's hammer. Just remember your dwarven manners and all will be well. Yes, ma'am. You want words with me then? Lally ho. Oh ho, that's a fine lally ho you've got there, lad. I like you. Run it? Oh, that sulky sprout's lost old Watts' hammer, has he? Well, lucky for him, I believe yon gentle dwarf picked it up. It's time I was getting back to work then. Good day to you, stranger. Which? Where? Who? What? Oh, there it is. There they are. You're talking to me? Lolly ho. What's this? A perfect lolly ho? You're an ordinary traveler, I see. The hammer I picked up? I reckoned I would hand it over to the elder for safekeeping. You're saying it belongs to young Ronnet? Well, he can be a touch shouty, that boy. Do you think you could take it back to him from me? Of course. That's my part done then. Alright. Huh? Why are you still here? Well, sir, I have your hammer. Wait, this is my hammer. Well, would you look at that? You see, Ronnet? Give the right and proper greeting, and folk will be glad to share a bit of kindness. Could it be that you've a thing or two to learn from Rando here? Huh? Are you lecturing me again? Well, maybe. Maybe you're not such a bad sort. I'll just put the hammer in a safe place somewhere. I mean to be a famous smithy myself someday, so I'd best not lose it again. I'll leave you to it then. I know my boy's not the easiest to get along with, Rando, but sure he is a friend like you. I don't need a friend. I don't need anyone. Everybody needs someone. We're not going to be friends, understand? But you can stay around a little longer if you want. So now what? Not okay. Now what do you unlock? Oh yeah, I'll definitely be coming back to this. I think this is how you get the Lally Ho emote. Yeah. So I'll come back. I will eventually come back and do that because I want the emote, but for now, we're gonna decline. Okay, Zamat. Lally ho, glad you're back, and in one piece. How did you fare with the Earth Seed then? I got them the seed they needed. The Exarch's on his way to Amity with it now. Good to hear that young Koret was of help. As it happens, a few others came forward while you were gone, saying they wanted to do their bit as well. Given that you're building a Talos, we reckoned you'd be needing some mining tools, so we went and modified our spare pickaxes for use by bigger folk. Here, take these with you. Should be plenty to go around. From what our scouts tell me, there's a crowd gathered at Top Rung already. Go and see that everyone has a pickaxe to swing, eh? All right. Just making sure. It's down. Okay. At least I have fast riding now. Finally, I have fast riding in all zones. Clearly, I'm paying attention to where I'm going. All right. I can get rid of this again now. Kai Shear's here? Sir, please chill. Look at how fast this man is squatting. Oh, we got all kinds of people. We've got Jarek, Thaf, and Magnus. Ron. Oh, someone from the inn. Way to make me cry again already, game. Kai Shear, the ardent attendant. Grithel. Irvith. Alright. I guess I could talk to these people. Rando, good to see you again. How have you been keeping? A giant Talos? Can such a thing be done? Oh, be still my beating heart. There I was, thinking you lot had come up with the stupidest plan known to man, when I find out you've managed to drag old Chinese into it. Once the job's done, I'll have to go and give the lazy sod a good heckling. The shipwrights. As if restoring the ladder weren't enough of a task, you're trying to build a giant Talos. I love it. Did you doubt that we'd be back for more? We've got motivation to spare. Alphino came and rounded all of us up. It's funny, I used to be afraid of Ilmorans, and here we are. Here we all are. I don't remember his voice, but I know it's whiny and annoying. No few free citizens wanted to help, but years of leisure meant that most were in no condition to contribute. Instead, they send their fervent hopes for our success. While I do double time squats for some reason. Oh. Worms? Get your worms. They're the best you'll taste this side of the Bright Cliff. Live and juicy or cured and crunchy. There's something for everyone. Alize came looking for willing workers, so here I am. My heart. Ah, Rando, you are come at a good time. Look, Rando, people from all over have come to help us quarry stone. And this isn't even all of them. As we speak, the volunteers Thancred and Reen recruited are being escorted to the worksite. And by both Crystarium and Ulmoran soldiers, no less. So as you can see, we have plenty of hands. There's just one problem. We don't have enough tools to put in them. We've been desperately trying to round up more, but we haven't had much luck so far. Well, funny you should say that. Pickaxes from the dwarves? Trust you to have exactly what we need exactly when we need it. Well, what are you waiting for? Go and hand them out to everyone so they can get to work. We're ready to do our bit, Rando. Just need tools to do it with. There you go. Pickaxes. Loads of them. Now we may all work to our heart's content. Why, while I don't have many talents, I do have a strong back, and what strength I have, I'll gladly use for the sake of peace. We got the ladder moving again, didn't we? If we join hands, there's no Talos we can't build. I still haven't paid you an Alphino back for saving me, and I'm not sure I ever could. But that ain't going to stop me trying. I'm with you till the end. Come on, you lot. Look lively. We've come, Rando. In case you're wondering, Guthjon is here too. Couldn't wait to start breaking rocks though, so who's going on ahead? Bah, he could have at least left us a spare set of tools. Ah, wonderful. Now we can be about it too. Oh, I didn't even see that what's her name was there from... Ha! Quarrying isn't exactly my stock in trade, but this time I feel as though my wife will be with me. Guiding my hand. So let's make it happen. Let's build a world where everyone can live without fear. Where everyone has a place they can go home to. Right then, let's be on our way. What are you still doing here, Taff? I thought you brought your own tools. I did. And I was just about to head off when I saw Jarek. Oh gods, if this plan works and the giant Talos comes to life. Just imagine the size of the trolley it could push. Imagine it. Lord. Are you still raving about that? How many times do I have to tell you that's not what the Talos is for? Where in the hells would the tracks even go? There's bound to be somewhere. You just need a little imagination. Seeing as the stoneworks is involved, maybe we could have a trolley added to the design. Enough. We're going to work. And if I hear any more about trolleys from you, I'll have you pushing one yourself. That's one of the twins, right? The one who wanted to go out and adventure. That makes me smile. Long time no see, traveler. Are you waiting to be issued a pickaxe too? Oh ho, you clearly weren't. And now neither are we. Rest assured we will put these to good use and work very, very hard. Of course, one cannot work on an empty stomach, which is why I brought some tasty worms to share. As much as we would all enjoy a treat, perhaps the worms are best saved for afterwards? Greetings, Rando. You may not remember me, but I'm one of the carers from the inn at Journey's Head. After the knight returned to Amarang, we noticed a change in our patients. The transformation had halted in every one of them. I can't express what it did to the mood of the place. We were still celebrating days later, when who should come along but Alize? She said that she sought the aid of those who believed in the Warrior of Darkness. We all answered her call right there and then. Of course, some few carers had to remain behind, but as many of us came as could be spared. I too have great respect for the Warrior of Darkness. When we meet, I'll be sure to treat them to a nice plump worm. Yeah, when you meet him, because it's definitely not me. Okay. Everything seems to be in order here. In all my time in this world, I do not recall seeing so many optimistic faces. That's true. My thanks, Rando. With that, everyone is now equipped to work. I think I'll go and join the soldiers standing guard over the volunteers. It would be a shame if they fall prey to sin. Excuse me. If they fall prey to sin eaters after all the trouble we've gone to. Right, let us see that this plan is a resounding success, for the sake of all in Norvrant. Right. Aha. Ooh, I like blue. Okay. Okay, I don't have any of those. Now, what are they? Woad, Storm, and Abyssal. Apparently I have Void. Ooh, I kind of like that. I mean, this isn't really like a fair test because it makes it metallic. Let me get. That's not dyeable though. Okay, so that's Abyssal. And Storm, also a good color. And Woad. Oh, see, these are all good colors. I think Storm, like of these, I think Storm is the one I like the most. I know, I'm just now taking the quest, but I gotta figure it out. That's just how my brain works. Ah, crap. Well, my friend, it appears that we are the only ones left here. If you've no other pressing tasks, would you care to accompany me to Amity? There, Y'shtola is overseeing those who would imbue the Talos with magics. Come, let us join them at once. I was just trying to close that. To Amity. Oh. Yeah, I got my Twintania. And I love her. Isn't this where? Oh, in here. Yeah, Zushai. Haha. You didn't happen to see a lone girl over at top rung, did you? It was her turn to keep an eye on the ladder, but she's well past due to return. Not that I remember. No, I wonder what could have... The two of us were once bonded citizens, you see, and we were not treated well. But even after fleeing here to Amity, it seems our experience in Yulmore has left my friend distrustful of most other folk. I would not be surprised to learn that she simply ran and hid when she saw you coming up the cliff. It wouldn't be the first time. I know it's a lot to ask, but do you think you could find her and calm her down? A soothing word from a stranger might go a long way toward rebuilding her confidence. Of course, of course. All the way back over there. I just came from... Oh, I suppose I should see what Y'shtola wants. Ah, good. Good of you to join us. I'm pleased to say that we have gathered ample help for the imbuing. With Master Chai in the process of finalizing his design, I've taken the liberty of dispatching all hands to their positions. You hurtle along as though I have my house in order, but quite frankly, this is the most disorganized mess of a project I've ever overseen. And I haven't spent nearly as much time as I would like on my calculations. So thou hast proclaimed loudly and fervently, Master Chai. Yet from my perspective, a layman's though it may be, Haste notwithstanding, thou hast gone to great lengths, abiding by proven methodology, to ensure the integrity of thy design. Aye, well, that's just the bare minimum of what's expected of us at the Stoneworks. Although our glory days are behind us, I've not forgotten our time-honored traditions. Ah, but I should mention that the Exarch delivered the ore I asked for. Earthseed, I believe he called it. In that quantity, I believe we can fashion a suitable heart for the Talos. And then everything will be in readiness. Or so I would like to say. Is there a problem? In a Talos of, well, any reasonable size, a single heart will serve to circulate ether throughout the chassis. But given the unprecedented proportions of which we seek to build, I doubt that will be the case. By installing smaller peripheral hearts at intervals, I believe that we can maintain a stable ether flow, thereby solving the problem. However, we don't have enough ore for this purpose. Not for it, but to procure more, I suppose. Runa, mayhap now is the good time to bring them out. A moment, friends. There is something I would show you. Oh, God. They're even called Heartstones. I say, are these not Heartstones? They are, the most prized possessions of we and the Knights Blessed, and these belong to our kindred who have left us. Immersed in water, imbued with fervent prayer, these stones harbor no small amount of magic, and we may imbue them with yet more prior to their installation in the Talos. What think you? Being from a different region, these cannot be used for the main heart. The peripheral ones, on the other hand, I believe they will serve. Excellent. When Master Matoya spoke to us of the role we are to play, the Heartstones immediately came to mind. Of course, before bringing them with me, I made certain to consult my fellows first. After all, the stones bear the precious lives of those who have gone to the Sunless Sea. I'm real emotional tonight, as you can tell. But we have now beheld the Sunless Sea with our very own eyes, and by the gentle lights that glimmer on high, we know that there is peace beyond. Thus we are also at peace. If our Heartstones may serve to restore night to all the world, gladly do we give them. So, Master Chai, if you could instruct us on how to distribute the Heartstones. And Rando, for good luck, may I ask that you imbue one as well? I will be right back, Y'shtola. I need a moment. I need a minute. I need a minute. I need a minute. Oh. Is she outside the fence? Can I get outside the fence? Oh, here we go. Oh, is that not what I'm supposed to know? No, please just let me go. Please, I did nothing wrong. I saw you come up the ladder. You're a bounty hunter from Yulmore, aren't you? I'm just a traveler. Oh, I just thought since I used to work as a servant to a husband and wife in Yulmore, the Lord would make all manner of suggestive comments, but I did my best to ignore and rebuff his advances. And then one day, the lady accused me of tempting her husband. She pulled me aside and had me beaten near to death. That's why I ran from you. I was so certain she'd sent someone to drag me back. Oh, I missed it. Forgive me, I didn't mean to cause you or Zumi any trouble. I'll head straight back and let her know I'm alright. Like, I keep saying, like, Dulia Chai is the only good thing to come out of, I suppose, China's, but the Chais, but mostly Dulia, are, like, the best things to come out of Yulmore. Like, the only good things. Wait, is it up there? Ah, you're back. Thank you for going out of your way to find my friend. It's a small step, but I'm glad that she was able to talk to you. Here's a little something from both of us to reward your kindness. Alright, and so now one quest left. Oh, Dulia Chai. Hello, dear. Oh, Rando, my dear, I regret to say that all this moving about has begun to take its toll. Yet my darling husband soldiers on like the redoubtable soul he is. I am entirely unqualified to help with the Talos, of course, but I do what I can to make him more comfortable. A cup of water here, a massage there. I love you, Dulia. Oh, poor Runar. We should be honored, Randall. Okay, well, I'm getting hungry, so I am gonna go and eat real quick. I will then be back. I might be gone for like a half hour-ish. But yeah, so I'll be back soon. Let's go back to here. Yeah, so I'm gonna go eat. I will be back shortly, and then we will continue where we left off.